Hey you, I'm the Queen of Shade. Welcome to the interview. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and hit my Cash App to support your favorite content creator. Now let's get to the interview. Mwah. The Queen of Shade. Let me tell you something. You're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Said you're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. You're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Said you're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Salutations to those. This is your fabulous leader, the Queen of Shade, coming to you with another special presentation. Moving full speed ahead, getting to know some amazing people from all over the world has been quite a journey and a pleasure. Having said that, I have someone very special that you need to meet today. This young man is an entrepreneur. He's an entertainer. He's a creative. He does so many things. And we're going to talk to him about his so many things today. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to formally introduce you to Juss Hollywood.
What's up, y'all? It's nice to be
here. Because we were talking beforehand, but I'm like, wait. We ain't going to have nothing to talk about in this interview because we was just talking. How are you today?
I'm good, babe. You know, I just had a house full of people, so I'm just kind of catch up on some sleep. So they've been here. Yes, they've been here since the 4th, because that's my new birthday. It's like people just flying in all over the world. So I'm here though.
But you guys are well connected.
Yes, we are. We know a lot of people. Yeah,
that's a good thing because, you know, especially in this business of entertainment, it's about who you know.
It really is.
It really
it's definitely is. We had it also because, you know, I feel like we don't come off as like, you know, some people come off like rude or stuck up and stuff when we meet people. So, you know, we just make a lot of friends and then everybody just want us to invite us to stuff. So I love that.
Yeah, I love that. I love that too. I'm the only bitch I know. Yeah. I'm evil, I'm mean. I'm joking. Everybody loves me. Everybody loves me. But yeah, I'm the only bitch I know. Everybody else is cool.
What's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
Oh, you a Libra? Okay.
Yeah. Balance, beauty. Yeah. What's your sign?
I'm gonna say Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. Okay, now I gotta ask because my boyfriend's a Sagittarius. What sign is your boyfriend?
A Leo.
Leo. Okay, very good sign. Very good sign.
Fire signs.
Yeah. That's fire. A lot of fire. But you know what's so crazy? My boyfriend and I were not fire signs, but I, like, throughout my journey and throughout my life, I've been given the term Phoenix because I burst into flames. I reinvent myself. It's been a long journey to my 40 years. I'll be 40 in September. And yeah, and he's a minister. He's a reverend. So he's always.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I know, right? 30.
You're the second person I met that their boyfriend or husband was a minister. Well, he was, and then he switched. It's so funny. I shouldn't be the one to tell his story, but he went from preaching as a preacher, lived a straight life for about 40 years, and then switched over and doing OnlyFans.
You talking about Mike and Monty? I interviewed them. I know them.
Oh, you interviewed them?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You thought you got yourself in trouble.
Yeah, but it was just an interesting story to me, and I was like, okay, wow, yeah. So we had a little sit down talk with them. It was cute. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, my boyfriend's in a denomination where they are all inclusive. So it's all trans. It's all this. It's all that. For me, like, I'm not trans. I'm a cross dresser. So I'm a boy in a wig and a dress or bodysuit.
You just like to have fun. That's okay.
Yeah, I've been doing it since I was 8 years old. So I'm not gonna stop. What did they say in Disney? Lion King can't cut it out and grow right back. Yeah, same thing. So it's nice to hear that you have a lot of acquaintances and that you do a lot, because what I love about that is it is an ode to you being an entrepreneur. I don't know about you, but the traditional 9 to 5 was not enough. I hated that. Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm entrepreneur, but I still, on top of everything else I do, I still don't mind working because then you get bored doing it, like sitting around. So I also y'all know I told you I bartend, but I also got a little part-time job where I work maybe 6 hours for 2 days out of the week. You know, So it's pretty good. So I mean, I still make like a good amount of money doing that. So I'm cool. I gotta do something with like my little degrees I got. So that's how I feel.
So let's talk about it. What about these degrees? Tell me about these degrees.
Well, okay. So I did, you know how you was younger trying to find yourself. So I did so many different things. So I
Uh-huh.
started off in cooking, culinary arts, finished that. But I couldn't stick with it. It was just too much work. And I just was like, this is not for me. Because the school I went to, they made us learn French and all type of stuff. But the only thing I remember how to say is get your mise en place together. That's the only thing I remember. That's all I remember because the chef he just kept saying that. So everything else, I'm just like, oh, I don't. But that was a lot. So I did that. I worked in a casino for like 10 years.
Yeah.
I was a dealer, like not drug dealer, but
I
you know what I'm saying?
know.
Right. I worked in a casino for 10 years. I was a manager there for like the last 4 years. Then I moved to Atlanta, start, what I'm gonna say, branding myself. Me and my boyfriend, well, fiance,
Yeah.
we started branding ourselves and doing our thing. Started bartending, hosting new bartending events, hosting events. Like it was just everything happened so fast when we moved to Atlanta. I'm gonna say this: moving to Atlanta was like one of the best decisions we made because here, what I will say is, regardless of what you're doing or whatever you're doing, the people will support you. You know what I'm saying? If you get yourself out there and you put your brand out there and you want to start your business, they will support you. They show us so much love, and I definitely appreciate that.
Oh, you know what's so
Yeah,
funny? Like I have mixed feelings about Atlanta because see, I'm from Philadelphia. I grew up in Philadelphia. Well, I actually was born in
really. That's where I
Philadelphia.
just came from.
Oh, okay. So you were here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I was
couldn't
in for
because
10 years.
monkeypox is real, so I wouldn't have been coming out anyway. But I wouldn't have been coming out anyway. I would have sent
Oh,
flowers or something. Like good luck on your night or something.
I'm dying.
But no, I was born in Philadelphia and I grew up in Willow Grove, which is like outside Philadelphia, about 45 minutes. And it's a
Right,
suburb. And I left Philadelphia because like I started in the projects. I started at the very bottom. I know what it's like to drink sugar water. I know what it's like to be playing around the apartment and having mice come around you and not be afraid of you and all of that stuff. And then my journey to where I am now has been a constant climb. My
right.
grandmother, she has a master's degree. She's an educator. She was a teacher for 40 years. And she moved me and my siblings to the suburbs while she taught in the inner city. So I felt that I always did better in mixed settings, in
Okay.
all Black setting. I tried to go to school that way, and I was too peculiar for them. Why do you do
Right,
that? Like, and I mean, it was about stuff that usually you should be praised for. I've
right.
never had braces or anything like that. My teeth are white, and why are your teeth so white?
Like, right,
That kind of stuff. So it was very scarring to me. It was very
right.
jarring to me to be in an all Black setting. So I realized that I needed a mixed setting. But
You got more diversity. I got you.
yes, yes. But get this, I actually in 2018, I came to Atlanta to record my debut album. Yeah, I
Okay.
did come to Atlanta to record my debut album, but I'm one of these people. I stay in seclusion. I'm 40 years old. I'm not young. I don't need the highlights and stuff like that. And
Okay. 40 is still young. I hate when people say that. I feel like
but I'm
40.
old enough to know better. Like I'm old enough to know better. Like I'm not like, listen, I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl. But Atlanta was very kind to me, and everyone that I have spoken to, because this is my 216th interview since November. Yeah, I do this. It's not a yeah.
You,
Oh yeah. I'm a real I do this.
you go get it. I can dig it. I love it.
Yeah. So, but I mean, everyone that has moved there has said that it has been for them. One of my gay sons he's from Atlanta and he can't wait to leave, but he's also like me. He's cultured. He likes mixed settings. So that's why it tends to do better for me.
No, I could dig it. Like it's not for everybody. A lot of people that I know, well, most people that we meet aren't from here. And the
Okay.
people that we do meet are from here. They're trying to get out of here. So I feel like I wanted to come here for a little while. I just like bounce around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We've been
Okay.
here a year and a half. So I was thinking maybe our next stop might be California or something. And just to see what we like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And venture out and meet different people and meet new people. That's my goal for the next 5 years.
Well, but you know what? That's a good goal to have because that's expansion. You're an entrepreneur
Right.
expansion. So,
Uh-huh.
you're looking for new territories to conquer. So
Right.
that's always a really, really great thing. So where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Jersey,
Okay.
Atlantic City.
Okay.
Then I moved to North Carolina to go to school. Then I went back up to Philadelphia and I lived there for 10 years. Then we came here to Atlanta.
Wow, and I've never ran across you.
I know, ain't that crazy?
Yeah, but you know what? I want to say I've been in entertainment for 20 years. It's so funny because people are like, who is this bitch? But I'm well known. It's one of those things.
Right.
So it's like, I've been in seclusion because I've just been so focused on the brand and building it.
Right.
There's the
That's
music,
that's
the
good.
merch. It's just so much. So, me being an independent artist, first and foremost, it was by choice. Like I had the opportunity to go major label and I said no because I have this thing about if I create it, it's mine. And I'm not going to give it to you because I created it.
No,
So
I feel you. Yeah, I love that.
I like to own my intellectual property and keep it. So you were in Philly for 10 years. What did you do here?
In Atlanta or Philadelphia?
Philly.
Oh, well, I was in the casino. I worked in the casino. That's when the
Okay.
casinos first opened up. So
Okay.
I worked in the one in Chester, and then I worked at the Sugar House, was now Rivers Casino now. So those were the two. And then I lived in like maybe 10 minutes from downtown. I was in South Philadelphia. This was like the borderline. So we're in that area.
You know what's so crazy? That's exactly where my apartment was. That's exactly where my apartment was. I was right one street over from South Street. Yeah.
Oh, you see, yeah.
It was called Cater. It was called Cater. So South Street was here and Cater was like right over.
Oh yeah, I was right past Moores and Tasker. That's where I was at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you said you've known your boyfriend for 10 years. Was he with you in Philadelphia?
Yeah, well, I met him in 2013. I was in Philadelphia in 2009. So yeah, for the most part.
Oh, wow.
First time, but 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I met him. Okay. I was in Philly for 4 years when I met him.
Wow. But you know what? You know what I like to hear, and this is a valuable lesson to everyone that's going to see this and listen to this is it's good to have somebody on your team, somebody you can depend on, someone you can build with.
Right.
A lot of people, and I have to say this, I'm one of these independent bitches, but I have silent partners. And that's the thing. Like I learned, and that's one thing that I like to share because I get on my laurels. Oh, I built my business from the ground up. But at the same time, if it were not for those people that I could build with, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Right. Okay.
So I'm glad that you met someone that you could build with and be with and just click with. And that's probably why I didn't see you, because you were booed up, honey. You wasn't on no Adam for Adam. You wasn't on no BGC. You had a man.
What's so funny is was we still on BGC at the time? Well, I met him in a hopeless place. Everybody's like,
why you say a hopeless place? I like that, a hopeless place.
Because it was so funny because when somebody asked me how y'all meet, I used to be like, but no, I'm dying. We met online though. We met on Jack. That was so funny. It was so random.
Yeah.
And then we just was like this.
Click.
Yeah.
Click.
So
but you know what? It happens. I met, here, I'm getting ready to date myself. They get ready to find out how old I really am. I met my boyfriend for the first time on AOL in a chat room.
Oh yeah, I remember those days.
Hogging up the phone line, people trying to call, and
I'm cracking up.
Yeah, I met him there, and then we moved to the phone. And then I was like, I have to lay eyes on this man that I'm in love with already. And that's how it happened. But then I was 19. He was about 25, 26. And oh my God, I loved him so much. But I wasn't ready. I ran. My story is I ran. I ran.
Like that. You were still young. You still had stuff to do. I've been telling people that all the time. I was like, y'all get into these relationships too young, and then y'all haven't explored life. And I ain't telling you not to get in one, but you still... Because I was like, you're going to have issues because of stuff that you haven't done that you want to explore. And that's where the problems come in at. So enjoy your life while you can. Yeah, you're right. Great. Date wisely. You're absolutely right. So now that it's so funny because now that I'm almost 40 and he'll be 46 in November. I'll be 40 in September. Now we're ready, now I'm not running anymore, You
Yeah,
ready to
it's
sit
me.
down,
It was me.
party out?
Yeah, I don't, and you know what it was? I didn't enjoy my 20s. I didn't enjoy my 20s or my 30s because I was the type of person where at 22 years of age, I left the country and I moved to Paris. I was a fashion model and I was there. I was there for like 6 months. I lived in Paris and I was staying with a beautiful man and things like that. But like it opened me up to the world. I got to see, like, I felt like I belonged there. And,
Cool.
and it was amazing. But like, because of, I live with bipolar 1, I live with PTSD, and I live with acute anxiety. Those were the great gifts that my mother and father passed me, which were very, very damaging to my college career and to all of the things that I tried to do when I was younger. So I
Right.
ended up leaving Paris and coming back to America. But this time when I came back, I had such a determination. It was like
Right.
I was determined to work and work and work and work. And that's what I've done. People are like, oh, you don't party, you don't club. She don't do none of that.
Right.
She don't do none
Yeah.
of that. She's about her bag. She's about the advancement of her career. Even my boyfriend, he's always like, I want to respect what you've built. I'm like, and I respect what you've built, and we work because we're not that young anymore. Like
Let's say that. Let's
Right.
say that.
Yeah. 40 isn't old. It's middle
It's
age.
because you still have a lot to experience. You still got a lot of stuff to go through. So I
Yeah.
always tell people like, oh, he old, or I feel old. I'm like, no, you as old as you feel. Like you just
Yes.
gotta get yourself out there.
Yes.
Stay in shape, eat well, you be good.
Yes. I agree with you. So segueing here. So you're a man of many degrees. And then you started to, and this is the great thing, because this is what saved my life as well, entertainment. So you were saying you do a myriad of different, you wear a myriad of different hats and
Yeah,
please
barbershop
explain.
cooking.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to say, please explain to us all these things.
Okay, so when I was younger, I'm gonna say this because I did so much because I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know where I wanted to go in my career. I didn't know, like, back then it was more so based off, oh, get a job, start your career now so you get your pension and get
Yeah.
retired and all this other stuff. So that's what I was taught. That's the type of home I grew up in.
Yeah.
So I didn't never know what I wanted to do. So I went to school for cooking. Then I didn't want to do that. Then I went to school to be a bartender. Then I went to schools. Then I went to school to learn how to cut hair. Then I wanted to do construction. Then, what I'm saying? I just was doing all this crazy stuff. Like, I'm not saying I didn't grow up rich, but I grew up in, my family was well off.
Yeah.
I grew up with my grandmother, what I'm saying? So she just, whatever I wanted to do, she pushed me to it, and then she helped me out,
Yeah.
So I was just getting into a lot of things. And then with my little bit of college experience and stuff I had, that's how I got my manager position in the casino at a young age, because I was the youngest person in the casino as a manager.
Yeah.
So it was just a lot. It's even now, I still don't know. I feel like you never really, like, some people do, but some people take a little bit longer to find themselves. I still don't be knowing what I want to do. I'll be all over the place. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I was drawing. I could draw too. I was an artist at one point. Music. I got music songs. I was doing everything. It's weird. I don't know.
You know what I have to tell you to that, and I have to say to you, do it all.
Do it all. Just do everything.
Because I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people too. This was birthed as, I've always been good. I was voted in 2000. I was voted most talkative by my high school class, and
Nice.
and I loved to talk, but it was I had to have something to say. It had to have,
so
like,
you have the gift of gab.
yes.
That's what I call it. The gift of gab.
Yes, but this wasn't even my first. I started, like I said, modeling. First it was college, then modeling,
Yes.
and, singing and music. And then, I've always been able to write. So that was always my thing. And I have a very unique voice. I'm a mezzo soprano.
Right.
So then I started doing that. And then this happened it was like, okay, I need to talk to all these men that I'm showcasing on my page.
Right.
All these hot bodies, and they're Black. And, I love our community. I love us. They don't always love me back, but I love us, and that's all I need, because I have enough love for me too. So yeah, this got born out of doing, all of those things. And it was so funny because I had friends that always said to me, you're all over the place. You need to pick, you need to pick one thing. And now today I do everything that
You
they
do
tell
everything.
me to do, and with finesse and to a level of
Yeah,
professionalism that they can only dream to aspire to.
love it. I love that. So, with you doing that, but do you share your gifts with other people? When I say that, like people who come into your circle or your space, like, do you try to help them? You know what I'm saying? Let me help you, do this. Like, this is what you dream of. You know what I'm saying? No?
That's a very good question. Okay, because my way of giving back is like, besides this, I went viral, I want to say 7 years ago on the internet, Instagram specifically, because I offer these tidbits of wisdom, knowledge, and inspiration. So
Right.
I drop these gems that will help you get through your life. And I've built that
Yeah, I
platform.
see that. I noticed that on the page. I love that. You got a lot to say because I'm like, how do she keep coming up with all these
Well,
sayings?
I'm a
All these laws?
shaman. I'm a shaman. I'm a
Okay.
shaman from I'm a shaman, an oracle, a prophet, a seer, and a healer. I got all those gifts. I grew up in the church. So I had
Okay.
all those gifts. So when I left the church, those gifts didn't leave me. I just learned how to use them to my benefit. So
Right. Okay.
and practice them and I do a lot of stuff I can see and yeah. So even with my music, my album, my debut album has 50 songs on it. And it's because I hear them in my head. It has never taken me more than 15 minutes to write a song, and I write it to completion. First, first verse, second verse, chorus, chorus,
Right.
then, like I write all of that, chorus, bridge, all of that. I do
You
it.
got a lot going on up here.
Yeah.
You just like
Yeah.
precious stuff. I
Yeah.
got it.
One of my friends, his name is Corey Woods. He's a famous fashion eyewear designer
Okay.
in Beverly Hills and New York City. And he always says to me, he always says, Queen, you're so cerebral. You're so cerebral. He calls me cerebral because he's always like, you're so cerebral. Everything with me is geared and centered around ownership of intellectual property. So that's why when people ask me, what do you do? I lead with, I am an intellectual entertainer, because that's what it is. It's food for the mind. But to answer your question more specifically, I do have certain people in my circle that I do like, it's like hands-on with them. I've got
Okay.
I've got to do this. And like I said, who often helps that a lot, because then I don't have to always come out of my pocket.
Right.
People know me, they know what I stand for, and they're like, oh, I'll take them on, I'll do this, I'll do that. So
Right.
yeah, but I keep that to a minimum,
Okay.
because the reason why is because I want to see how bad someone wants it and how willing they are to work for it. Like, even as you were speaking to me, I just heard that song, I'm a hustler, baby. I was like, this young man is like, you're about your business. And so
Right.
am I, outside of this wig, outside of this beautiful ensemble that I put together today. I am a hustler. Like, it's so funny because my best friend is a female. Her name is Carol McPherson, and she's an artist and singer and all of these things. And we used to have this inside joke, because whenever I would make my music, music releases, dopamine in your blood and in your brain when it's well done. So
Right.
I would always tell her, come on, girl, we got to chop up this heron. And like, what? I'd be like, yeah, this is the heron, girl. We dope dealers. Like, we
I'm
peddling
cracking
dope.
up.
But that's really how I felt about my music. Like, I'm gonna get in your
Right.
head. I'm
You
gonna
was
stay
ready.
in your head. Yeah, you ain't gonna get enough of this. So you gonna be coming back, Thomas, and give me that high quality. Yeah, give me that upgrade. Taste it with your finger. Like,
I'm cracking up. That's so
yeah.
funny.
Yeah. So, but I've always been a hustler, and I was given the name the Phoenix by my grandmother, because my grandmother raised me as well. Family wasn't well off, but grandmother was good with money.
Okay.
So after the devastating college situation and then the years of running around, I finally got into therapy for my mental illness, and then I've had 16 years of therapy. So in doing that, I got my balance back, my natural balance as a Libra.
So when you say therapy, like, so you basically, is it more so of you just venting to
Oh,
somebody?
no. I have a psychiatrist. I have a psychologist. I'm really in therapy.
Okay.
I've been in therapy for 16 years. Like, no. I talk to professionals. But you know what? That's what helped me to forge who I am today. That's why it's so potent, is because I had to do a lot of work on myself. Right. I was my first entity that I had to breathe life into. It had to be. And that's what I say about all of these, things that I do. It has to first come to me. It can't, skip me and then go out to the world. It has to first impact me. And once it impacts me and I sit with it, then I'm ready to share it with the world. So
Right.
but yeah, the therapy and all helped me to find that natural Libran balance again. And when
Okay.
I found that balance, things just took off. But my grandmother, she taught school for 40 years. And
Oh,
then she retired. And like I said, she was good with money. So, against my family's better judgment for her, she invested her entire retirement into my organization. Like I have LLCs, I have trademarks, I have copyrights, I have she gave me six figures and I built my career and didn't
that
have
was love.
it
Yes, man.
was. It was love. It's so funny because even this device is new because my computer. I have some people that they're upset that I'm so good, so they hacked my computer a couple of days ago, and I was like really like, oh my god, what am I going to do? So she went in her pocket, and I'm not talking about her credit card. I'm talking about her pocket. And
A lot of old school keep their money right
yeah,
now.
they keep their money. So right, books, bags, shoes under the mattress.
She go in the bathroom, come out with a bag full of money. Like, where did
you? Like, I be using that bathroom every day, and I didn't know that was in there. So she turned around and she pulled $3,000 out of her ass and bought me a brand new computer. And I cried because like I'm one of those people where I don't feel that my grandmother, I don't feel entitled. My grandmother doesn't have to do it. She didn't have to do what she did for me. So I'm like one of those people where I work so hard and do it to death because I got to pay her back. I got to pay her back. She gave me her whole pension. I got to pay her back. So, and then some and take care of us. And, and all of that transitioning is happening now. It's I'm so blessed. Like I am so blessed. It's just, God, it's such a blessing to do that. But it's great to have people in your corner. And that's why I went that way. But anyway, so you mentioned, and I'm going to bring it up. You mentioned that you do these nude events. What's these nude events?
I actually got one.
What's this about? What's this about?
So that's actually something new that we've been pursuing. So it's actually pretty good. So we actually do new bartending. Okay. So we just go there, take our clothes off, and we serve drinks. But people love it. So it's like a breakfast.
Of course they love it.
Yeah, so it's like
of course they love it.
So it's like it's not really like a hands-on type of thing. It's a brunch. We host a brunch. Everyone come out for maybe 3 or 4 hours. They get breakfast. They get drinks from most of this live entertainment. It's a beautiful event. They're in house robes, and we're pretty much the only one. We're naked, and then the person who's entertaining. It'd be different people that come in as entertaining. We might have somebody that's singing, playing the guitar. But it's really nice. It's a beautiful event.
Wow. How long did it take you to put an event like that together?
Not long, because actually it was somebody else event that brought us in.
Okay.
Right. So he had just started. It was like this was like his second event that he started, and he wanted us to come on board. So we did it, and it's been going on. He had stopped. He didn't do it last month because the whole monkeypox situation.
Yeah, the monkeypox situation.
Yeah. So with this, we trying to get back in it. We all got our vaccination shot, so we're trying to get back in it. It's going into October. Right. So that's where we at with it.
You know what? That's such a beautiful thing because, in my community, like I talked about, my community hasn't received me. I have this insatiable desire and love for Black men, Black and Latin men that are melanated. If you're melanated, I'm going to lift you up. It's just something that I do. And melanated men didn't always treat me the nicest because I'm effeminate. I am more man than most of them, but we're going to leave that alone. But I'm effeminate, so I didn't always receive the love. But I love I do so much now. Like I'm always, even on my page, I'm showcasing, and I have Hollywood.
So when you say, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
When you say the men, men of color, are you talking about in the straight community, or are you talking about the gay community?
Well, get this. Mainly, I mean the gay community, but I've had straights come on over to my camera too. because I've been doing it for so long.
No, I mean when you say they haven't treated you well. So
both. Ironically, there's a lot of misogyny in the gay community.
There is.
There's a
I
lot
agree.
of
I should agree
misogyny.
with you.
You know,
Yeah.
I interviewed a man who I adored, and I've always adored him. And he was very calm and kind, and he came on my show. And then he recently released this visceral 14-minute video about how it was basically death to all feminine men. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So, and I'm like, you know, and people wrote me and they're like, Queen, are you gonna leave his interview up there? Are you gonna or what are you gonna
That's
do about that? And I said, I'm gonna leave his interview. And they said, why? I said, because it will show the duality. He's gonna be called on the carpet for that. You came over here and you spoke to our queen, and he's gay. He's gay.
so why
And
do you think it's like that though? Like, why is it
know what
such?
it is,
Like,
but you know what it is? Because a lot of we're gonna go there. So in the gay community, we have several types of men. It's for masculine presenting men, it is a badge of honor for them to be able to walk out of their houses and not be detected. They don't want to be detected. And that's the thing. So they wear it as a badge of honor when they are in settings in arenas and they can have their boyfriends present and no one can tell that they're fucking, basically.
okay.
So that's where it starts. So then what happens is enter the feminine flamboyant men. It automatically is a problem for them because they are still gay. So it still is a bone of contention and they feel it. It pricks against and rubs against them like sandpaper because it's like, I'm gay, but I don't act like that. Like he's getting ready to out all of us, you know, that kind of situation. And,
Okay. So I
you know,
got it.
yeah, but you know, ironically, the feminine men, because me, I'm two-spirited. I have masculinity and femininity
Right.
in me. Let me see. I gotta do it. I gotta show you.
Doesn't sound like a lot of toxic masculinity to me.
You know, it can be, but you know, even with that, I try to love the hurt away because I understand why they do it.
Because they don't understand. That's what I'm saying. Like if my dude was here, I wish he was here right now for this part because when I first met him, I'm only his second boyfriend.
Oh wow, okay.
Right. So he dated women before, prior to him.
Right.
But he had I introduced him to a lot of stuff into the gay community. But when he's getting better, he's actually way better. He didn't understand it. And he had a lot of toxic masculinity. That's what I like to call it. It's like, where I'm like, you realize you're a gay man, right? You're dating a man. But he'll see certain type of guys like, why they gotta act like that? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are they coming outside with that on? I said, because they're comfortable in their skin. They're comfortable being who they are. So just because they are over here doing that doesn't mean that you have to shun them or just all you have to do is respect them as a person. That's all it is.
But you know what it does? It automatically makes them feel self-conscious.
Okay.
It makes them feel self-conscious because then it's like, are they going to think that I have to act like that? Because get this, feminine men, we outnumber the masculine men.
We definitely.
We outnumber you guys. So
I'm in between at my moments, and I'm cool with that. I'm comfortable.
But get this. This is what I've learned. We all have our moments because get this. Okay, so I got to show you. Before getting really into this Queen of Shade and having to be able to fit these damn costumes, I worked out a lot. And then COVID happened and I kind of stayed in my house and I've been in my house. But this is what I looked like before outside of a wig. Like this is what I look like outside of a wig.
Oh, you look good. You look great. I would not think
you wouldn't know. Exactly.
Right.
But get this, I've always had this voice.
You know what's so funny is I think I did. I ain't gonna say I mentioned, but I probably ran across your page a few years back with I remember that picture.
Mm-hmm.
It was a while back. So it was was that a model picture?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So I have ran across your page before.
Yeah, and get this, when I started to display this side of myself, a lot of Black men talked about me like a dog. They were gay. And in arenas and circles, and they didn't realize, baby, you talking to a shaman. I hear it all. And then other people would come to me and say, Queen, you're uplifting him and he's talking about you like a dog. And I would still uplift him. They would come to me. People would write me. And I mean, their lovers would write me and say, Queen, they talking about you behind they not for you. They just want to use your platform because you're big. So they're doing that. But what I've realized is, and where they don't get a pass from me, but I understand. It takes a lot of courage and strength to do this and
It
walk
does.
outside
It
in
really
the
does.
sun. You know, I get this. I still haven't walked outside like this. I still haven't, and I'm fully in it. I'm in it. I'm dressed in it. I still haven't gone outside like this. I hide, but the reason why is because that's what they fear. They don't. A lot of like masculine presenting men, they don't necessarily have that two-spirit ability because you need that femininity, that strength.
Okay.
I've had a lot of masculine presenting men come to me and say, I wish I had your confidence. I wish that I could be as free as you are. Because one thing about masculine presenting men is they're trapped by heteronormativity.
Yeah, oh, that's a good way to put it.
This is the way a man looks over here. Listen, I lost my entire family except my grandmother and 2 nephews. And get this. My aunts and uncles are gay and lesbian. But
That's
they were born again Christian, denying themselves to be like Christ-like. And I said, listen here, bitch, I was born this way. I'm gonna be this way. I'm gonna die this way. So once again, and they were flamboyant. My uncles were flamboyant, feminine, and it was because I had the fire and the courage to be myself. I said, I'm up every day. And that's the thing. And that's why I still entertain them. That's why I still bring them on this platform, because I know it takes a lot of courage to get up in the mirror every single day and face yourself and have your dad.
I know that's a lot with the gays, and kudos to y'all, who could get up and do that. But that goes for straight people too. They hard to just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? So with y'all, when I see people like, I don't want to say y'all, but you know what I mean?
I understand.
People who are comfortable with themselves to do whatever they feel, I love it. I love that. So
yes. And I, as far like even with this negativity that I'm speaking about, I want you to understand, and I want all of the viewers to understand that there has been moments of negativity, but I receive more love now than any hate. I receive way more love because they feel guilty. It's like, okay, we've talked about you like a dog. We've treated you this way. We've punched you. We've beat you. We've done all these things to you, and you still get up and smile, and then you turn around and help us.
See, that's great.
That's what I do. Now, mind you, at 40 years old, I'm not about to let nobody hit me. I will beat your ass. I will snatch this wig off and go to town. Toontown on your ass, okay? Toontown. Okay? So, yeah, but, I look at, it's hard to be a man. So then factor in being a Black man. There's just like, I remember, what's so crazy? I remember my grandmother giving me that speech, and I think all Black men had it. It was, you're Black, you're male, and then for us, don't put that third nail in being gay.
Right.
They all got that speech.
Right.
We all got, and so it's very hard for us, certain demographics look at us as 1/25th of a white man, and it's just a lot of stuff going on. And my thing is, the reason why I love to do what I'm doing is because I'm an international recording artist, and no one overseas knows yet that I'm a guy. No one. Yeah. No one.
I feel like over there is a different vibe.
It is.
They respect us a little bit more.
They do. But at the same time, I said that to say that for all of us, we have different stages of our life that are difficult. But I was saying this to my boyfriend last night because he was talking about righteousness. And I said to him, I said, babe, he said, what? I said, who is righteous? Who gets to say who is righteous? Who makes that choice? Who makes that call? Who is pure enough to make that call? And he stopped and he looked at me. And I said, the answer to my question is no one is righteous. No man alive. We've all done things. And I went on to express to him that the reason why I left the church was because like my biggest asset to me is a broken heart. I had the divine literally smash me into a million pieces and then use me as broken pieces to do what I do. And the reason why at first I hated it, but I love it now because it gives me a level of compassion and concern for my fellow man that I would have never had before. You know, I could have been vain. I could have been pompous. I could have been arrogant, but that broken heart being on that bottom really makes me look at it like, no, that could be me. And I've been there before. So let me give you kindness. Let me understand you. Let me try my damnedest to do that. And in my life, there are a lot of things that are different. I started my adult sexual career as a bottom because most men told me, oh, you're feminine. And this is what feminine men do.
Heterosexual ways.
Yeah. Get this. Today, I'm a blouse. I'm a feminine top. And I don't ask around.
I found that term so funny though.
Listen, I'm a blouse, but get it. Don't ask around Philadelphia because I've been celibate. I've been celibate for 10 years. I had to put some distance between me and my hoes. But I had hoes, okay? I had hoes. I had that body. I had hoes. So don't ask me about my past like that. I put it on my podcast, and that's all you gonna.
Y'all gotta pass that. I was saying a story to tell.
Child, but it was so crazy, like growing into the knowledge of I don't have to be a bottom set me free. And then when I presented myself to men, and get this, oh, they're gonna be mad at me. I'm not trying to out nobody, but most of the men that I have ever dealt with as a feminine top have been masculine presenting. Most of them. They have been football players. They've been basketball players. Right. They've been, they've been what quote unquote the world looks at as men.
Right.
And
what you bent over.
Yeah, and I was wearing them out.
What's that so funny is because when I have these type of conversations with my trans friends and trans sisters, that's the first thing they say. They like these men don't want to fuck. They want to be fucked. Yeah. They want to put these on their back. That's what they said. And I just be looking like.
It's so true.
Right. So in certain cases, I'm not saying this is in all cases because I do have these type of conversations a lot with different people. I'm like, you don't push yourself through all this transformation to become a woman. Yeah. Still turn around and be fucking these men. I thought you becoming a woman is because you want that dominant of a man. You know what I'm saying?
There are different types of women. But you gotta let that in. You gotta let that in. There are different types. Get this. You have some. Listen to this. There are some women that are trans that they want the full surgery, top and bottom, and they go get the surgery, and they want to live their lives. They want to marry. They want to have children. And then you have some women whom are well endowed and enjoy their endowment and the idea of having what they were born with. They go get breasts and they keep their members. Right. And they live their lives. And guess what? They're still women.
Right.
Get this. I worked in a phone sex agent.
Oh, that's terrific. You need to do like a podcast.
Oh, I have a podcast.
On your life, like telling your story. Because it seems like you got a lot of stuff that you don't.
It's called the Cyber Girl Podcast. Because I was their cyber girl. Get this. I was afraid of men before I had that job. And getting on that job and being on that phone, and I was never detected. I was the only man in the call center who needed no vocal training because this was my voice. So
oh my God, that's so interesting.
The women, listen, I got the job because I called and asked all the questions. And then the last thing I said was, do you hire men? And the hiring agent, the staffing agent said, well, every now and then we hire men, but they're not really able to keep in character the whole night. So we have to let them go because their voices eventually drop when they're tired. And I said, well, I'm a man. And she said to me, sweetheart, I've been in this business for 25 years. And it is my professional opinion, and I state my professional opinion on it, that you are not a man, you're a woman. And I said to her, no, ma'am, I'm a man. And she said to me, come down here tomorrow. We're having hiring class. Come down here tomorrow and let me know that you're here. And if you show up down here tomorrow and you are a man, you're hired. I did that job for 2 years.
Oh my God, that's so crazy.
But get this, on those lines, you had quote unquote masculine presenting men, heterosexual men. We didn't get gays because we were fantasy women. Do you know we were open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and all holidays. We worked in shifts. I worked graveyard shift and it was only from midnight to 6 a.m. And then sometimes they'd have you stay till about 8. And the money was great. I did enjoy the money. But get this, the biggest call in the call center that the women had to be trained to take, our highest call in the call center was TVTS, transvestite, transsexual. And these straight, and most of them were Caucasian, straight Caucasian men wanted, not just a woman with a member, a Black woman with a member. They called for that. And those girls had to fake being a transsexual and a transvestite. So when I got those calls, I was a transvestite. So when I got those calls, I went to town, child. I went to town. It was Toontown all day long.
I'm dying.
Get it? I was one of the highest, most sought after voices in the call center.
That's such an interest. I never met anybody who actually did that. I did.
There are exceptions to the rules, is what I'm trying to illustrate.
Right.
There are exceptions. And it's so crazy because I remember a Noah's Ark episode where they were in drag, and all of they called them homo thugs. And they were like, it's homo thug night. And literally the episode walked you through all these men in here, and you had Noah say it, and Ricky say it, and all the rest of them, Chance, and all of them say it. All these men in this club that are so masculine presenting, they're here to be poked by these women. And they were like, yeah, girl, they here to be poked by I
love that show. That was
I loved it too. It brought a lot of freedom. It brought a lot of freedom to our community, especially being Black gays. We were recognized, we were visible. The world tries to separate us and say, there's a difference between Caucasian gay and African American gay, and there doesn't have to be.
It's always division.
But my thing is, we don't have to perpetuate that.
Right.
Now, mind you, my boyfriend is Black. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I like diversity, but I don't like that much diversity. Okay? Don't play with me. My boyfriend is a big masculine presenting man. He's skinny, but he's taller than me. But I say big because he's big. I remember 20 years ago. Okay? Don't play with me. I need what I need.
Okay. I think sometimes you just need that little extra. What
you mean? It is the wait a minute. It ain't extra. It is the entire enchilada.
I love it.
It is the Pierre resistance. It is the reason why we grew up. To be able
to do it all like
to
that.
make the decision.
I would say I love it. You know what's so funny is when I finally accepted myself, because it took me a while to come out, you know what I'm saying? But now I love being gay. I couldn't see myself not being gay. Like, I could say I'm sexual trans fluent, I guess, because I could see myself still fucking a female if it comes down to it.
Yes.
But I'm attracted to men.
Yes.
So it would have to be what I want to call them, a masculine woman.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant a bi situation with 2 men and a woman. Yeah, remember Brazil used to do those a lot in the porn. The Brazilian, community used to do those a lot.
That's a high situation, but I don't know, something about the girls that dress like boys, I find them attractive. So,
oh, you know what it is? It's not a bad thing to be attracted to masculinity. That's not the problem.
Right.
That's not the problem. Because I think, get this, it doesn't matter who we are. With me being an effeminate top, honey, a man walk by me, a black man walk by me, and I'm like, woo, like my boyfriend always says that you gonna leave me for some masculine random down. And I'm like, no, I'm not. But right. I notice immediately. And I don't just notice because he said to me, I'm a natural ego stroker. So I naturally praise men, especially Black and Latin men, brown men. So he says, it's a good thing I know you only praising them because you real loose with them comments, real loose with those praises of how good they look and how this and that. Dying. He said, I'm thankful that I'm a strong man. You know, he always says
it's good that y'all can have those type of conversation. I always say that. Yeah, I feel like y'all have to have a friendship before the relationship because that's if you don't, it's always the issue.
Yeah, that's what we forged over 20 years.
Yeah,
it was what we forged over 20 years. And he's polyamorous, and so am I. But at the same time, like the more and more I accept the fact that I finally got the man of my dreams, that I never thought it would happen, the more I want him to myself. Like the more I don't want to share him, the more I need him there. I want to rub his feet. I want to rub his hair. I want to play in his dreads. I don't want somebody else to have that. And what I love about that is I've built myself to be this powerhouse and maverick because can a bitch compete?
But how does he feel about that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is he like, I mean, I know y'all together, y'all been together, y'all know each other forever. But with the polyamorous situation, and I know you said you want to keep him to yourself, but how does he feel?
Well, I can tell you he has a wife. He's not married, but he has a wife. He tells me all the time, you'll be the only one I ever marry. He always says that. But get this, I'm going to open up here. That was my fear. Get this, he's my first boyfriend.
Really?
I never had a boyfriend before. It was always sexual situations. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I never had a boyfriend.
Is that by choice? Was that by choice?
It was by choice, but then it was also because I needed to grow more into who I am. Like, because this was the thing, because he always says to me, because he asked me why. And I said, I needed to add value to my life. Okay. And he always says to me, but you were valuable. You are valuable. I said, no, honey. I needed to be valuable out here. I didn't want listen, that's where my masculinity comes out. I don't want no man taking care of me.
I'm like that. I'm like that. I don't like the old people nothing. I don't like I don't want nobody taking care of me. I'm one of them girls. I say girls, I use that term loosely. I'm one of them girls where I'm like a dominatrix. I'm in control. You walk into my room, I'm sitting in my high heels, you're gonna crawl naked across this floor. Yes, you are. You're not gonna touch, you're not gonna even lick this high heel until I tell you can. I'm turning myself on. Hold on, I'm turning myself on. That's hot though.
Right? Okay. I had to stop for a second. I was seeing that shit. You know, I'm a shaman. I was seeing it. I was.
Oh, you visual? Maybe because I had a full visual.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And you know what's so funny? And I get this a lot. A lot of men used to ask me to have sex with them dressed like this. And it wasn't my zhuzh. It wasn't.
You like it? You don't like it?
No.
Why you feel like that's a character?
It take a lot to beat this face and do this hair and these outfits and to be snatched. I'm not trying to sweat my hair out. And like today, I had to turn my fan off so I could do my videos because it was bleeding into my videos and the sweat was running down my face. I said, cut. I had to put that fan back on, wait till I was cool again. Like, I ain't trying to, no.
That's
and what I love is they don't expect that from me. And get it, okay. Before my 10 years of celibacy, because I kind of went through this cleanse, August the 9th made 10 years because I was focused on, but I was focused on this brand. I had to build this brand. I had to get it off the ground and I had to get it to where I wanted it to go. So now that it's ready to go international.
That's not including self-pleasure, right?
Yeah. Well, get this. Self-pleasure for me, I can do it. I do like to do it. And get this. I don't require, because this is the thing. I don't require anyone else to help me get my orgasm. I don't need anybody else. See, that's that dominatrix. I don't need anybody else to help get me off, and I don't depend on anybody else. I feel very firmly in my being that my orgasm and my need to orgasm should not be placed on my partner. I shouldn't have to go to my, oh, get me off. Like, no. You handle that. And then when I see you and you're in the mood and I'm in the mood and it's right, then we can do what we do. You know, it's not a situation where I depend on other people, but literally with self-pleasure, like, I can get it. I'm a big porn person. I collect them. I collect them. I have vaults. I have a terabyte drive full of porn. So I've interviewed famous porn stars. I've interviewed Max Connor. I've interviewed a lot of people here. Yeah,
Right.
like, yeah. You'll see when your interview goes up and you scroll on back and be like, oh my God, this bitch talked to him and him and him and him and him. Yeah. I make my rounds. But the summer before I went celibate for 10 years, I slept with 85 men in one summer.
God damn, you was not playing.
Exactly. I wasn't playing. It was an experiment. I was. That was the first time I had debuted as a top, and I was living into it, and I loved it. I loved it so much. I remember the first guy that came to my flat, and he was so masculine. And I opened the door, and my thing was this. I knew that my voice would cause a bone of contention. So they always had to see my body first. So I always opened the door, and brand new underwear, and brand new socks. Because when they saw the body, they didn't care what the voice sounded like. They went over to that couch, legs went up in the air, and I did what I had to do. But it just what it is. Listen, it is what it is. I'm one of those queens. And all of this has been publicized on the Cyber Girl podcast, so that they know. Okay. So get this, I'll never forget the first guy. He stepped in and he was like Muslim, and I had we'll get into that. That was something. I had one of them follow me home one time. It was crazy. Oh. Yeah, but he steps into my apartment and he was bigger than I was. He was muscular. He was like really, really gorgeous. He's, of course, Muslim. He smelled good. All of these things, well taken care of, well manicured nails, all of that. And he was like, he said to me like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I was like, I didn't even say hello back. I said, "Are you sure you're looking for me?" And he said, he pulled up his phone. He said, "This is you, right?" Because I had my face up there. I had my face and all genitalia. I showed everything. I didn't want to leave nothing to no chance. You see it, you want it. This is what you get. Mail order. This is what you get. You come pick it up. You come pick it up. So he was like, "Show my face. This is you, right?" I said, "Yeah." Then he went to the body. "This is you, right?" "Yeah." Then he went to the genitalia. Final picture. Adam for Adam. "This is you, right?" "You, right?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Then that's what I'm here for." And I'll never forget that experience.
What's up? So that's so funny. You know what's so funny? My dude just walked in. She said she's from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
We never run across her. Uh-huh. She said she's from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never. You said Willow Grove, right?
Yeah, Willow Grove.
Yeah, he from Southwest. That's so funny.
Yeah. Come on, he got to make a cameo. You talking to him? He got to make a cameo. I'm gonna interview him separately, but he got to make a cameo.
Come here, man.
He's facing his camera.
He I just bought him this new dog, so he like obsessed with his dog.
Oh, what kind of dog? I love animals. I was gonna be a vet.
It's a Doberman Pinscher, so he just got his ear clipped. So
is he a mini pin or is he the full size?
Oh, he the big one. Oh. Come here, King.
I gotta see. I wanna see.
He bad as hell.
Oh, hello. One day you're gonna eat people.
Yeah, his dad is huge. He done got big. We had him for like 2 weeks going on.
He's big. Yeah, did you get his tail docked? Is his tail docked?
Yeah, the person bought him from already had it done.
Yeah.
So like as soon as they born, they get that done. But you gotta wait a certain time to get that.
Certain time for the ears. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
My bad.
Dude. Look at this. It's catching your man. He ain't got no clothes on, baby. The camera moved.
Wait, did you?
It moved.
Oh, shit, I'm cracking up.
We done seen your back, baby. We done seen your back. Now you got we done seen your back, baby. Now you got to put your face in this camera. We done seen all your goodies.
Yeah, how could it just? I
Oh,
seen
no,
it move.
so-
I've seen all your goodies. Now you got
No, wait, so
yeah, we gotta put your face in. Hi, hello, husband. How are you? I'm the Queen of Shade. You are.
I'm King Kendall.
Yes, nice to see you.
Hey,
I'm gonna
everybody.
interview you. I'm gonna interview you separately, but go ahead, say hello to the people.
What's up,
Yes.
people? How y'all doing? I'm King Kendall, Southwest, born and raised. You know, it's my man. I love him.
I'm
Have
dying.
fun.
Ah, yeah,
I'm dying.
that was amazing.
So where are you currently at? Are you still in Philadelphia?
Yes, I currently came back because my grandmother was here. So, but this is the thing. I am planning to move to Europe.
To Europe? I was going to ask you that. Would you ever go back to Paris? 'Cause you said-
Paris, yeah, Paris is where I'm taking my career, but I'm going to stop in Lisbon, Portugal, because the real estate market is really good there. So, yeah,
I feel like I need to take a visit first. Because I was telling I want to go to like maybe live out there for a year and see how it is.
you know what? You'll love it because it's just so open. It's so open. Like you don't get the same racism that you get here. And get this, the sad thing is, and I have to say this because it's true to form. My African brothers and sisters incurred more racism in Paris than I did. Once I opened my mouth and they were able to determine that I was an American, it was like, oh, he's American. Da, 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 da. Let's help him. Let's do this. Let's do that. But my brothers and sisters that were straight from Africa, they were treated a little less kindly. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So my thing is, I love Paris. That'll be my base where I work. Yeah, it'll be where I work, but I probably will live more so in Lisbon because I love the climate. I love the climate and I love the climate and my friends are there. And it also allows you, if you live in Lisbon, it also allows you access to 28 countries because I was looking into dual citizenship. I won't need dual citizenship if I become a citizen of Lisbon because it gives me up to 28 other countries in the EU and France is one of them. So I just be able to go anywhere I want.
He's right. That's love.
Yeah. So
I live the best life.
But you know what it was like these things, even with my career, even with what we're talking about, even with all that you're building with your husband to be, and you know, this stuff takes time. It takes time, and you gotta stay at it.
Yeah, you gotta stay on top of it. Like how you definitely gotta stay on top of it because it has been times, you just get lazy. I ain't gonna say, lazy because you just don't feel like doing it. You like doing something like, I need a break, or you get comfortable, or where you at. But you can't never allow yourself to get comfortable. That's how.
You know what it is? I am just now allowing myself to take more breaks and more rest. I went viral 6 years ago, almost 7 on Instagram, and I created 22,000 60-second fully scripted videos of empowerment. I did that. It was so crazy. 2018 was my breakout year. I had 21 million likes on Instagram in 1 year. They gave me my blue check. I didn't have to apply. They gave it to me. So one thing about me that I have is I have the curse of all young Black men. It's we work hard. Like for them to think Black men are lazy, they're wrong. Because we're not lazy. The thing is, we're not lazy. We just want to do what the fuck we want to do.
We want to do it. Yes, I was going to say
that's the difference.
Right.
We don't want to dance and tap dance for you. We want to, we want to dance and tap dance for us. And so then go.
What about TikTok? You on there too?
Yes, I am. And TikTok is being really nice to me. I'm fairly new on there, and I just celebrated 72,000 likes, and they love it. They love because I'm making new videos for them, and they love it. I've never stopped making the videos. I've just honestly just added to everything. Yeah, I never stopped my initial. No, I never stopped. I'm still like my phone is full of videos that have hundreds of them that have yet to be introduced.
So when you say like a day, how much time out of the day do you work? Like,
I work 24/7. Well, 25/8. I never have it. Like, no. So what I had to do was I take Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off of every week.
Okay.
So that I had to do that. I needed it. I earned it. After doing that for so long, I earned Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. And then I work every other day. But get this, my boyfriend, he always gets on me because he's like, those are not really your days off because they're really just days that I don't film. but I'm somewhere in my empire critiquing, editing, posting, you know,
Right.
promoting.
Still working.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah, I'm
working.
still working. So I really do not have days off, but those are my lighter days to where I am laying in bed, posting, laying in bed, editing, laying in bed, doing those things and, you know,
Right.
finding new Black talent. Like even with this, my phone is full of my videos and full of men, Black and Latin men that I have to post on my Instagram. And, you know, I call it now. I used to, before it was Fit Boy shout outs. Now I call it snacks. I'm just telling you what it is. So now I'm like, listen here, I serve snacks all day long. So this is
I
what
love
I
that.
do. So I serve snacks all day long. So tell me, because we've been talking for a while. I don't want to keep you too long because I heard your boyfriend say y'all had somewhere to go. But tell me, where can we what can we expect, or where can we catch you next? Because you do these events. Where can we?
Okay, so let me look at my phone. Well, one, y'all can always subscribe on OnlyFans.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Man. Talk about OnlyFans. Wait, do you do that with your boyfriend?
Yes, of course.
Oh my God! So it's not like solo; it's together.
Yeah. So that was actually, I wasn't expecting that to go up so quickly. Like when we did it, we did one video, and that one video just took off. Like,
you know why? You know why? I can tell you why.
Why?
Masculine presenting.
Okay. Yeah. And then my dude be so crazy. I find this hilarious. So, but I always get my little person. He be scared to use it. You know, you ever watch Empire?
Yes.
Not Empire. Ghost. Not Empire. What's that show called? Power.
Oh no, I've seen clips there and there, here and there. I've had buddies be on it, but yeah.
So the main character, he favors Ghost.
Okay.
And everybody always mistake. They even mistake, like even the straight, but they mistake it. That's him, or they always say, "Oh my God, you know who he look like." So I always use that as a.
You know what's so crazy? Because when I saw him, I said, "I've seen him before."
Right. So,
yeah, it happened to me too.
You
tricked me too. Tricked me too. You catfished me. You catfished me. I've been catfished. I've been catfished.
Okay.
Next, you got to tell us where can we find the next event.
So our next few events, we're still doing our OnlyFans. We're still hosting our events. We're hosting events. If y'all in Atlanta, we're hosting 2 shows in Atlanta. Let me pull up. Let me see. Which y'all can find the events on my page.
Okay.
Other one. It's Labor Day weekend. I can't remember the dates. 3rd and 4th. Oh, the 3rd and the 4th. You remember the place? I'm dying. So y'all, I can't remember the place either.
Black Gay Pride Weekend. Did that already happen 3 days ago?
No. This is September 3rd and the 4th.
Yes.
Black. Oh, there you go. Entertainment at Black Diamond hosted. No, I don't see it. Special guest. I don't see the name though. It's called Dick Camp. Okay, yeah, it's called Dick Camp. That's
Dick Camp. Yeah. Okay. You can say that. We allow.
Okay, we're allowed to say that. All right.
Yes, I said fuck. You what you think? I'm the only one.
I'm great. I know that we can say that.
Yes, okay, you can say that. It's called. I see the flyer. It's called Dick Camp.
Okay, all right.
He's gonna be a lot of dick there.
Yeah, so they gonna be all over. We definitely, and when y'all come up, we have a good time. We ain't stuck up. We entertain. We interact with the guests. We actually like when people come up and speak to us.
Yes.
You know, don't be shy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We shot o'clock. We got the bottles. We outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, and then, our next event, if you're in town, I believe is October. You know, is the 22nd to the 23rd. 20th of September. Oh shoot, that's in Ohio. I forgot about that one. Oh, that's Ohio Pride. So we're also hosting a Sip and Paint in Ohio for Ohio Pride. See, we have so much. I really have to go down the list of the calendar and see what.
Don't worry, because I'm gonna put all your media information. All OnlyFans gonna be under this video. Everything gonna be.
Our new brunch is starting in October.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's why I was just telling him about that. See, he remember my brain be all over the place. He got.
Look at that. But look at that. You listen. You guys work as a team. You work as a team. So because I gotta let you go. So tell me, give me 3 words that inspire and empower you.
3 words that inspire and empower me.
Money, power, control.
Right, that's about right. You already took away that. I'm sorry.
I love your dynamic.
Yeah, okay, all right. So 3 words he already beat me to because I always say stuff like this: money, power, control, like those 3 words.
Yeah.
I love Instagram. You know, money is going to drive me. Power, I like to be in control of whatever I'm doing. And you know what I'm saying? And
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so and then in power, I just like to be in control of like my situation. I don't want nobody coming in disturbing my peace. If
I'm
not
the same way. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Get it? You want to see me? I was joking when I said, "Oh, I'm the only bitch I know," but not really. You see, this is my trademark name. I am the trade queen of shade. Don't she when she first started, she was rough. So don't try to get away.
No, we all come a long way. See, but people don't know I'm actually he's more of the social one. I'm actually kind of social. I'm socially awkward because I'm kind of I'm shy. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm shy. But I don't come out. People always think that I'm mean, but it's really I'm just socially awkward, and I have to get comfortable around you first, or tequila, you know, either way, whatever.
Either way.
Right. So for me to, you know, kind of open up towards you. Otherwise, I'm just on standoffish. I'm very standoffish with certain people. Like if I feel your vibe is off, I'm right back here, like just watching you, seeing how you react. But other than that, this one right here, he's real bubbly. He's always out there talking that rap. Like, come on, right there. You know what I'm saying?
Like, come on, dog. Stop talking. They panic.
Right, he just want to be talking to everybody. Right.
So listen, tell everyone, and I'm going to put it all under because I'm going to go through it, but tell everyone where they can find you on social media, what the OnlyFans link is.
Okay, of course. So pretty much all of our names are pretty much the same. You can find me at Juss_Hollywood. That's my ID. And then you can find me on Twitter also. It's Juss Hollywood. But if you put in Juss Hollywood 1, it probably pop up at Juss JUSS _Hollywood and then the number 1.
Okay.
And then our OnlyFans name is Just Ken with 2 S's. Just Ken 2013.
Okay.
Yes.
Listen. I thank you so much for sitting down with me.
I appreciate you for having us.
Popping it up. We had a real good conversation. The people are really going to like this one because it was very impromptu.
It did seem like y'all had a good conversation.
Yeah, I love it. I didn't know you was from Philadelphia, so that's so fun.
Listen, after these pandemics are over, you'll see me. And you know what? I'm kind of like that too. I love to walk up to people outside of the wig, and what I'll do is I'll push them, turn around and look at me, and I won't say anything because the moment I speak, they know.
They know who you are.
And then I'm like, oh, you're just going to be in my way. When I say that, oh, you're just going to be in my way. Like, that's how it happens. Like, I like to play around. I'm a big old goofball sometimes too.
Oh, that's cool. I love it.
But I just want to say thank you so much for taking this opportunity to sit down and talk to me. And get this, now you have to be present for your boyfriend's interview when we set that up because he was present for your interview. So either both ways, it's got to go both ways. But
that's cool.
So much. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard the vocal stylings of Miss Juss Hollywood. Don't go away. Say goodbye, but don't go away.
Okay. See y'all. Peace. Nice talking to y'all. Oh, come on, King.
I love that. Oh, see y'all. Peace. And the camera just like, it's just over. So, did you enjoy? I hope you did. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and don't forget to cash at me at the Queen of Shade. I am your favorite content creator, right? Right. You want to see more of this content, right? Right. Cash at me. I love you. Mwah.
I've got my black stilettos on. Don't you make me take them off. I'm assuming first position. Gonna show you I'm a boss. I've been given 60 seconds just to